Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here with some new earbuds that I never really thought I would try out, but now that I have, I am super excited and geeked to bring these to you guys. And for the price is, I mean, it's unimaginable. I have to put it like that. Earbuds, especially high quality ones, you always find in a price range of at least $100, $200, even when you consider Samsung, Apple, Sony, Bose, Soundcore. I mean, even Anchor, JBL, Shocks. But here's a pair from TRUEFREE. These are the zero 01 wireless earbuds, and they use air conduction, which uses the frequencies within the air to transmit the signal to your ears, as opposed to bone conduction, which vibrates, of course, your bone structure around your ear canal to then transmit signal. So, slightly different take on conduction, but still immaculate nonetheless. And what I like about these is, again, for the price, what they look like, how they sound, what they're able to accomplish. I mean, you really can't get any better than that. So here are some of the features of these earbuds. 16.2 millimeter dynamic drivers. Packs a powerful level of bass. Let me just get that out the way right now. These pack so much bass and quality on top of that. Now, I would argue, if not the mids are slightly sacrificed, I will say that the highs are a tad bit sacrificed, but the app does have an equalizer that you can use, or an EQ, in other words, to actually go in and change some of that. The classic, of course, is always the go-to. That's right out of the box. But then they have bass boost, they have treble boost, and I think the treble boost would go well with these. But that bass boost brings that audio quality up a little bit overall, but it definitely, of course, accentuates the bass. So I wanted to get the sound profile out the way on these, just to let you know, even though these are not in your ear, they sit right outside your ear and are very comfortable. I'll show videos here soon. These pack a powerful punch with those 16 millimeter drives for a pair of $60 earbuds. On ear earbuds, not in ear. So I just wanted to highlight that real quick. And as you guys can see, it says 45 hours worth of playtime. They claim 10 hours on one charge, 45 hours with the case. So take that for what you will. That's pretty decent. I mean, yeah, it's pretty decent. 10 hours for a charge on the earbuds is actually pretty good. They don't necessarily have outright noise cancellation, but they do have some form of like AI talk, I believe it's called, where it does kind of evaluate your ambient sound and tries to limit some of that so you can prioritize the sound coming from the earbuds. But the point of these being on ear and not in ear or even over ear is so you can hear your ambient background or your surrounding noises, so that way you can be more aware while still being able to appreciate quality sound, whether it's through music, podcasts, videos, so on and so forth. You're able to still achieve that while being able to be a part of the noises taking place around you. So again, they have something kind of special here. And then dual mic, as I was just talking about, for noise cancellation. So definitely solid from that perspective with these here TRUEFREE earbuds. Now let's get to the silent unboxing. Yes, the TRUEFREE earbuds. This case, of course, looking at the size, I wasn't even thinking to get a case about this size, but this seems appropriate for what you get inside the charge case. Three light indicator for the charge left on the actual charge case itself. 3 is 100% to 60%. 2 is 30% to 59%, and then 1 bar left is less than 30%. So keep that in mind when charging your charge case and with the earbuds inside. Upon opening, you will see those lights light up there at the bottom, and this is what they look like. So if you want to establish a connection with these, they're pretty straightforward. Definitely keep the booklet because the booklet explains the controls and some of that other stuff I was just talking about that I just mentioned in terms of connectivity. But that's why you're watching this video, so you can figure out how to do it yourself watching the video instead. Keep the booklet though, you're gonna need it for the controls. They're different. So upon taking the first one out, this is what they look like. This part sits on your ear right here on your right outside your ear canal. This part sits behind the ear, and so as you guys can kind of envision what the ear looks like, the upper part of your ear, and they sit very comfortably on your ear. And then this is how you would connect them. So each of these have this blue sticker here, this blue film. You have to remove the film and then place it back in the charge case for them to actually connect to the charger. There we go. That's number one. Let's go ahead and toss that. And as you guys saw me show on the outset upon unboxing this, there is an app that you have to use. I would say you don't have to necessarily use it, but it's a very good idea to use the app. So once you put them back in, you're gonna see. Okay, so maybe I have to do both of them instead because I thought they were supposed to kind of blink red or whatever. Now I will say that the materials could be improved because again, they are $60. So if they could improve the material, that would be helpful because upon peeling this off, it's very easy to kind of already scuff the inside. Now, granted, you're not really going to see the inside like that all that often, but you want to know that the durability is there with these. Now, I did drop these. I'll talk about that in the video as well, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised with that. But upon doing that, you place it back in here, and as you see, it is blinking red. I don't know why only that one is, but it's blinking red, just like this one should have been blinking red. Maybe it did already, but it's indicating that they are ready to pair. So now what you want to do is grab your phone. In our case, we're going to use the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on fingerprint. All right. Since I removed the fingerprint sensor icon on the screen, it's hard to kind of know where the actual fingerprint sensor is. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and scroll down on the phone to Bluetooth. And now these are the devices that are currently popping up. If I want these to actually pop up, I need to press and hold this for 3 seconds. You got to press and hold the power indicator until you see it, that everything's blinking now, right? They're going to pop up over here. They should. TRUEFREE 01. You see them right there? Boom. You connect it. They're going to pair to these. Yep. You want to pair? I do want to pair. And these have very fast instant pairing. Okay? Very fast instant pairing. So as you guys see with these, the indicator button is right there in the middle. You guys see it right there. Once you take that blue film off on each of the earbuds, you place them back in the charge case, and then you press and hold that charge indicator button for 3 seconds to begin pairing. Now they're paired to my Galaxy S24 Plus. If you wanted to reset them, so that way you could, I guess, connect them to a different device, reset settings and all that, you would press and hold that button for 10 seconds, and then they would give you flashing indicators of being reset. So now that these are paired to this, let's go to the App Store and download the TRUEFREE app. So upon coming in here to the Google Play Store, we're going to type in TRUEFREE, that TRUEFREE app. If you ever set up viewing equipment like gimbals and like handheld gimbals or even like camera rig gimbals, setting up is relatively the same. Now I do have a profile with TRUEFREE already, So I'm going to log in, but it's a good idea to register with an account. It's going to ask you for a verification code, which they'll send to the email that you use. So for me, I'm going to agree and continue, and then I'm going to log in. All right, once I'm logged in, you're going to see this screen. Well, you're going to see a video tutorial, and then you're going to see this screen here. I'm going to hit connection. I'm going to allow. And now they're looking for these that I just connected. And as you see, this just saw that they were connected. Now, here's another thing that I like about these dual device connectivity. So the TRUEFREE Buds also feature Bluetooth 5.3. I believe it started with Bluetooth 5, maybe even 5.1, where you could dual pair devices anyway, but these successfully dual pair where you still have total functionality with two different devices. So what you would do is connect it to a device first, as we just did. Once you, probably a good idea to also turn this on. So you're going to want to turn this on. It's going to restart the headset, which means you have to go back in Bluetooth and reconnect them. So once they reset, you'll even see light indicators to let you know that they have reset. So as you see, they're white now. They should be on and ready to go for me to reconnect via Bluetooth. So now I'm going to come up here to my Bluetooth settings again, press and hold on the Bluetooth icon. All right, so now they're connected for calls and audio. So once I'm done there, these are now reconnected. This is the A device. What you're going to want to do is turn your Bluetooth off on these on this device. So then I would turn the Bluetooth off on my Galaxy S24 Plus, and then I would grab another phone or another device, but another phone like my iPhone, and then I would do the same thing there, where once I turn these on, they should be ready to pair. My iPhone would then become the second device or the B device. Once they're successfully connected to the B device, turn your Bluetooth back on with these, and they'll be able to connect back to these. So now you can stream audio or be able to take phone calls from one source while being able to take phone calls and or stream audio or do audio from another device. And you can run two devices at the same time on the earbuds. I find it to be very, very good. So now back into the app. Once we reconnect to the app with the headphones or earbuds, they'll connect. And in the app, you'll see you have the ability to disable touch. You have the ability to do game mode, which I believe helps with latency when it comes to the device and audio. And you can either come into the app to activate game mode, or you triple tap the left earbud. If you triple tap the left earbud, game mode will activate. If you triple tap it again, it'll deactivate. If you triple tap the right bud, that's your Google or your voice assistant. So, like I said, the controls are a little different on here. If you want volume up, so let's demonstrate here real quick before we get back to the app. So this is the right pair. You triple tap the right pair for voice assistant, triple tap the left pair for game mode. You double tap the either side to play pause music. If you want to skip music, you press and hold on the left to go back. You press and hold on the right to go forward. If you want volume up, you tap on the right earbud. If you want volume down, you tap on the left earbud. Those are just some of the basic granular controls that I can highlight for you guys when it comes to these earbuds. It's a slight bit wonky, but you get used to it after a while. I mean, I think even with Samsung's Galaxy Buds 2, for a good, maybe it's still the case, but volume up and volume down are separated by left and right. Volume down is left, volume right. Oh, volume down is left, volume up is right. So it's kind of similar here with the TRUEFREE Buds as well. Left bud is for volume down, right bud is for volume up. And then press and hold for 1.5 seconds, or you pretty much know you skipped the song. Once you press and hold on the right earbud to skip forward, if you wanted to essentially replay or skip backwards, you press and hold for 1.5 seconds with the left earbud. So kind of, I don't think it's hard. Just know it takes a little bit getting used to using these when it comes to these earbuds and their functionality when it comes to playing music, this, that, and the third. Now, getting back to the app, as you see here, you have custom touch where you can change that, but I have not been able to be successful. Oh, okay. So now it pops up. So I have this connected to my iPhone as well, and these controls didn't come up. But it does look like you can change your controls how you would like. That's very smart to have that ability in here. You can press and hold for as long as you need to. You can change that, which is nice. And the left and the right are game modes on here, but you can swap one for the other if you wanted to. And then up here, of course, volume interaction, volume plus for the left and right here. You can change all that, which is nice. So I like that. You can even change the double click. So you can change your custom touches in the app. And then, as I said, you have the equalizer, you have the preset, and you also have customized and or adaptive. Now, by clicking on adaptive, you have not tested it yet. Please click the button below to test your exclusive EQ. Interesting. So I guess once these are in your ear, it'll adapt based off your current surroundings. I like that. I like that a lot. Again, this is not something I necessarily saw on the iPhone version of the app, but it's on the Android version of the app. So I'm gonna have to play around with this again on iPhone with iOS to see if this stuff pops up. But I definitely notice here that it is available on Android. Now, if we come back in and just go to the regular preset, you'll see. Well, I could have just stayed in there. You can come over here to the presets. You have classic, you have bass enhance, you have bass weakening, you have high tone enhancement, you have rock, you have ballad, you have classical, you have popularity, and you have electronic. So they've even kind of changed the name of the equalizer between the iPhone app and the Android app, because one of these was actually called treble enhancement or treble enhance, which I think was high tone. And then we didn't have ballad not that I remember. We had rock, we had electronic. It was called pop on iPhone. Classical, bass weakening, yes, and then of course classic. I think it's called TRUEFREE Classic on the iPhone app. So some nuances that I'm noticing between each app, but nonetheless, you have this functionality here in the app for the TRUEFREE buds. And if you click the settings up at the top, that's what your stuff is. But the more additional information, if you want to change your language, your white noise library, interesting, common problem for tech support. And then now, what I am also interested in seeing is my profile's over here. I did put a picture up there you go. So I put a picture in here for me, so that way I know it's me when I log in. So you have some customization and some capabilities with the app for the TRUEFREE One earbuds. And I would like to say that I've been thoroughly enjoying these since using them. I'm going to show you guys some video here being outside with them so you guys can get a more clear look at what these look like on your head and that drop experience, as well as call quality. I'll talk about that briefly in this video, so check it out. All right, so I'm outside with these on. I think the audio should be coming from these as I'm recording this video on my iPhone 15 Pro. If you guys can see, that's how they look on the head. They're really out of the way. You can't really tell that they're really sitting on your ears like that, so they're very comfortable from that perspective. You can't, and the little, you see behind the ear, that's where it basically holsters onto the ear. Now there's the garbage man driving by, so it's probably catching a lot of that good audio, because I know when I even did like phone calls, which I probably already talked about in the video, phone call quality is actually pretty good, at least on the hearing end for me wearing these, where my wife said, I guess it sounded a little muffly. We were inside, so now I'll be able to tell, and you guys can be able to tell how the audio sounds if it is coming from the TRUEFREE earbuds here. But this is how they sit. They're very comfortable. You almost forget that they're on your ears once you put them on, because they're that comfortable, they're that lightweight, and they look pretty good. Like, they don't look crazy, they don't look out of the way, and you shake your head hard enough, one does come off. But I also kind of went further down, so they should still work. That one hit the ground from at least 6 feet, because that's how tall I am. So we're gonna see if this one still works over here. Let's make sure we put this back on correctly. So we're gonna see if it still works. I'm gonna play some music and see if they still work. But these are the TRUEFREE 01 earbuds using air conduction as opposed to bone conduction for the audio to transmit to your ears. Let's get back to the video. Shoot, yo, they still work. All right, so I told you how this right one fell from about 6 feet right on the concrete. Bam, you probably heard it. I decided to play some music to see if they still worked, and it does. They still good. So they have a level of fall proof from 6 feet on concrete. I would not test that personally. I would definitely try to keep these secure. Now I will say playing basketball in these are good because you're not really moving your head the way I did as aggressively. So playing basketball in these are gonna be pretty fine because there's a lot of up and down. Yeah, these gonna be good playing basketball. Well, I definitely hope you guys appreciate this video. Links will be in the description for you guys to check out the TRUEFREE buds. They're about $60. I believe they have a coupon running right now for like, I don't know, $5 off or 10% off or something of that nature. If not, they are $60, so they are affordable, and I would say they're definitely worth it for $60. USB-C charging case, Bluetooth 5.3, dual device connectivity, air conduction, very good quality sound, especially for that price point. I would have thought these costed more based off of the sound that I was achieving or that these can achieve, and I was pleasantly surprised with that, as well as the durability. Now, I've been trying to do research. I think they're to some degree sweat proof, but since they're not sitting in your ear, they're sitting on the outside of your ear, and the little knob or holster, whatever you want to call this piece right here, there's no real way to get into this. So if you did sweat behind the ear, you would probably be fine there as well. So I think there's probably some light level of sweat proof or waterproof, water resistance, but the drop proof, for the most part, I was definitely surprised with and I was happy with. So I can definitely recommend this for you guys. And again, I got you covered in the description box below. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, the notification bell, so all free. That way you next my video, so you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. It's your man Micah signing out. Until the next video. Wait for it.